Hey, good morning. I'm Chris Anderson. Most of you might know me as the host of your favorite television show, Hometown Heroes. But what some of you may not know is that I've also been a police officer for the past 18 years. I'm going to keep it a little bit quiet this morning. It's about 9 minutes after 4, and I just wanted to give you guys a little look at what my daily life has been like since the start of this pandemic. 13 out of my 18 years on the department have been spent with the Special Operations Division, and this morning we have some work to do. Still answering the call, still here for the community, still here for each other. As you can see, we have a little bit more daylight to work with now. We've accomplished our first mission of the day. And regardless of the obstacles and the challenges that this pandemic has put in front of us, we still have a mission to accomplish. We still have our community to protect. And that's why we're here. So now I'm going to move down to our training academy and get a few hours of training in this morning. So we got a few good hours of training in this morning. We had 7 guys out here training, which is unusual for us. We're used to dealing with anywhere between 14 and 26 guys on a single day. So we're doing the best we can within the guidelines that they're giving us. And from here, we're going to press on and do some more physical training here in a moment. Once again, it's isolated, limited numbers. It's actually just me by myself, so extremely limited in those circumstances. But we have to continue to train, we have to continue to learn, we have to continue to make ourselves better, because that's what's expected of us. Well, we finally arrived at what some would argue is one of the most important aspects of any law enforcement officer's daily routine: physical fitness. Like many other Americans, our workout facility too has been shut down since the beginning of this pandemic. And I am fortunate enough to have this structure to come to get that little bit of respite from the chaos happening out there in the outside world. I lovingly refer to this as the plywood paradise, because it's a shed. But this shed has a fitness rack, some bumper plates, plyo box, dumbbells, fitness rower, and a few other things that help me maintain a basic level of physical fitness. We have a recurring theme throughout the day: continue to learn, continue to train, continue to grow, and continue to make yourself better. Not just for self-gratification, but for your teammates, for your community, for your family. These are strange times that we're in, but we're going to get through it.
This episode of Hometown Heroes is brought to you by Buick GMC. Step up like a pro. There are people dedicated to making others' lives better every day. They face challenges and make sacrifices to help those in need. Our heroes devote their skills, time, and sometimes their lives to service. In our own backyard or faraway places, theirs are stories of service.
Many of us have been affected financially during the COVID-19 pandemic. And there is one organization that has been fully focused on the important mission to ensure military families receive the aid they need when they need it. Recently, I had the opportunity to speak with Operation Homefront CEO, John Prey. And joining me now is retired Air Force Brigadier General, Mr. John Prey, Jr. He is the president and CEO of Operation Homefront. Thanks for joining me, John.
Absolutely, Chris. Hey, first of all, before we start, I got to thank you for your service as a U.S. Marine and, of course, your current service as a police officer. Thank you for all that you're doing for our country.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Okay, Operation Homefront. These are extraordinary times for us. I think we can all agree with that. And your organization provides necessary assistance to a lot of families. How do they go about providing that assistance, and what sort of assistance do they provide to those families?
Well, I think we all can agree that it's a national tragedy if our military and their loved ones, their families, for all that they have done for all of us to protect the freedoms that we enjoy daily and essentially our American dream, for them to come back and not being able to enjoy the American dreams themselves. And so Operation Homefront is here to serve our military families, particularly those families that are struggling to make ends meet. And the real challenges that they face tend to be financial. And so we do a lot of financial support for our military families. We have three primary ways we do our work. We provide relief through a couple different programs. One is our Critical Financial Assistance Program, where we help our families pay overdue bills such as mortgage, rent, utilities, groceries, car repairs, home repairs. We have other programs that provide temporary housing for those that are healing around our hospitals in Gaithersburg, Maryland, in San Antonio, Texas, and in San Diego, California. We have permanent home programs. We have recurring family support programs that help our military families with some of those financially challenging periods of time throughout the year, such as back to school, holidays, etc. So we do a lot of different things for our military families, a wide spectrum of programs designed really to help them overcome some of the financial challenges that they're facing.
And how do you go about reaching those families that need that assistance?
Well, we encourage our military families to come visit us on our website. We encourage them to apply for our different programs that they may feel that they're interested in. Our programs are really designed to help our younger enlisted, our E1s through E6, particularly the families that are transitioning back into their civilian communities. We also help wounded warriors and their families of all ranks. And so we encourage families to come visit our website, take a look at the programs we have to offer, and apply for those ones that they think that they need help with.
And I guess now more so than in the past, with the pandemic, have you seen an increase in that need for services, or can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Many Americans across this great nation are facing a variety of different challenges, mostly financial. We have a lot of folks have lost their jobs. They've had their hours cut. And so the bills are piling up, and every month they kind of get worse. And so like their fellow Americans, our military families are struggling to make ends meet. And so we have seen a huge spike in requests for assistance. For example, we have fulfilled over 600 requests for assistance, totaling over $400,000 just in the last few months, which is a significant surge in requests for our help.
Why is it important for Operation Homefront to be providing these services to these families, to these service members?
As I kind of noted at the beginning, it is a tragedy when you think about, all that our military families do for us and protect our way of life, and have them to come back and try to reintegrate into their communities and literally struggle to make ends meet. It is just, like I said, a tragedy, and that's what we're here to help with. And we could not do the great work that we do without some amazing supporters, whether they're corporate foundation or individual donors. They are the ones that bring our mission to life. They allow us to do all the good that we do for our military families, for this very special and deserving group of our fellow citizens.
Absolutely. The mission that you guys have is one of purpose, one of humbleness, just to be able to provide that sort of assistance, that care, that compassion to those men and women is, I think, extraordinary. You and I both served. You much longer than I did, but it's comforting to know that there are people like you and organizations like yours that care and want to go that extra mile, and they're seeing it through. No man left behind. Whether it's overseas or whether it's here at home, it still drives that message home. So I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your service, and your continued service.
Absolutely.
So, if anybody needs more information on Operation Homefront, they can go to www.homefront.org, operationhomefront.org.
OperationHomefront.org, whether they're individuals who are interested in supporting our good work or those folks that are looking for our help. Please go to that website.
Okay. Thank you for your time, sir.
Oh, Chris, thank you so much.
Operation Homefront has fulfilled over 550 requests for assistance and provided almost $400,000 to military families facing financial strain during the pandemic. And hey, we're just getting started. When we come back, we'll see how other people are helping each other when we need it the most. Stay with us.
This episode of Hometown Heroes is brought to you by Buick GMC. Step up like a pro.
During the pandemic, the food bank in Fredericksburg, Virginia has seen an 800% increase in demand. And recently, soldiers from Virginia's Army National Guard stepped up to help them out.
I'm proud to be here because when we put that food in their car, it's just awesome seeing their mood change. They just get elated and they just love it.
I'm proud to be here because we're doing something great for the community and for the country.
I'm proud to be here because directly supplying someone else's need is always a very fulfilling thing for me.
Our mission right now is to support the food bank in a number of ways by distributing food and supplies to local residents here at the warehouse, delivering rations to other community centers, and really just maximizing the number of families that we can serve on a weekly basis. So far over the past 2 weeks, we have served about 1,800 families, built nearly 3,000 ration boxes, and distributed about 75,000 pounds of food to the community.
It's just crazy how much it's affecting people and how many people are in need. But like I said, it's awesome that they have a place like this to come to. Honestly, it makes me feel great just knowing that we're out here for a purpose. We were called to be on orders, and we're making people's lives easier. Like I said, through this stressful COVID-19, it's just allowing people to know that people are here for them and that we care for them.
I hoped I would be doing something like this when I joined the Virginia National Guard. It's a great experience. We do this for a reason. They prepped us for 600-700 people to be here, but actually seeing it in person is surprising. So I think it just says a lot about the National Guard and the fact that we're flexible.
For a number of years prior to this, I've volunteered at a missions organization, done exactly the same thing essentially, except packaging up and sending it overseas. And as a religious person, just serving others is a fulfilling thing. They're all very grateful. When they drive up, they'll smile, they'll wave, they'll say thank you, God bless you, and all of that.
Thank you, gentlemen. Y'all have a great day.
You too, sir. Thank you.
I just couldn't be more proud of the soldiers that I'm here with and our civilian counterparts and the volunteers from the community and what we've been able to accomplish. We're just glad to be able to give back to the community in a small way, being here to help out our neighbors in a really challenging time for the country. And this is a true community effort. It's why we signed up, and it's what the National Guard is really all about.
You want to air fist bump a soldier? Okay, go ahead.
People helping each other. That's what we do at our best. And there's a bakery where the job coach is a great team helping each other, and the customers receive the benefit.
The one thing that makes Sugar Plum Bakery so unique with our baked goods is that we have such a wide variety of products. We're really known for our cakes. We have over 40 different varieties of specialty cakes, but we do pies. We have cookies that we make from scratch. Lots of our products are made from scratch. We do cookies, we have bars, lemon bars, carrot cake bars. It's just a wide variety of products. We have several programs at the bakery. Our main mission is that we work with people with disabilities. That is why we are a nonprofit organization. Everyone at the bakery is an employee of the bakery. So we have created an integrated work environment where we have people with disabilities working with able-bodied individuals, if you want to say that term, to create a successful retail business.
I have an amazing group of people that I work with. All of them bring their own creativity, their own genuine personality, and it's just really fun to see them grow, to train them, and to teach them how to make the product and bring it out to retail and sell it to our public. It's just fun it's like we're a big family.
Larissa is my favorite coach, and I love her a lot because she's really crazy.
My group gets to do filling the cupcakes with like specialized filling. We do icing cupcakes. We sprinkle and garnish the cupcakes. We do brownie bars. We also garnish those as well. We do scooping cookies, all kinds, chocolate chip, Chesapeake, peanut butter. We depan cakes of all sizes, like 6-inch and 8-inch, 10, 12. And we fold boxes for our retail staff. We stamp bags. And we train and I educate, my group with health and safety and how to be safe in the kitchen.
When I first came here, I said I didn't want the job because I would eat all the chocolate, and I finally said yes. I like working with Katie. She's a good friend of mine, and Jonathan is, and Hale is, and Melissa is too. She's a great helper.
There's just something so special and unique about them, and they bring something completely different to the table. Things that you would never think about, say things that you would never expect. And we joke about it here. We always say, like, you can't make this stuff up, but it's just very enriching. It gives me a sense of pride when I walk out that door to know that, wow, I got this amazing group of individuals who, they know I love them. I know that they love coming here. They love coming to work. I mean, it's so rewarding. And I feel very honored to be a part of the Sugar Plum Bakery family.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the past as we step into the future. Stay with us.
This episode of Hometown Heroes is brought to you by Buick GMC. Step up like a pro.
Over the summer in a ceremony at Fort Eustis, Lieutenant General Eric Wesley retired from the United States Army. And after a long and celebrated career, he was toasted by his friends, and he shared some parting words of wisdom.
Today, I've got the privilege of presiding over this retirement ceremony for an outstanding soldier and an old friend, a friend whose relationship goes back 38 years. Half of the 250,000 people that are watching this live streaming right now probably weren't even born in 1982 when I first met Eric Wesley as we began our service then on the water polo team. This is a story about a guy from California known for driving his red Mustang to the beach with the top down and his sunglasses on. I think you would agree that if he was outside in those pictures, you saw sunglasses on. He hasn't changed his habits. I don't know about the red Mustang. But he joined the Army to see the world. He didn't see the world, he changed the world. Not everybody can say that. They dream of it, but he did it. He's a fine combat leader and commander, and I want to focus on a few more recent achievements. Eric was given the monumental task of transforming our Army, and at that, he's excelled. The task of transforming the Army would no doubt be a heavy burden for anyone to bear, but again, Eric led with a calm and steady hand. He and his team are responsible for placing our Army in a strategic path to the future that we enjoy right now, and we are on a good path. First, he set out to understand what future wars would look like so that we didn't stumble into the next conflict fighting next year's war. His analysis and rigor culminated in the development of the future operating environment. This outlined the changes that we needed to make based on the adversaries that we envision it will have so that we can have the appropriate equipment, we can fight the appropriate way, and we can win again in the future.
Never before have I had a 4-star general get me all choked up and teary-eyed before today. You did it. Congratulations. Give him a hand. We will soon forget the work that we did in the Army. We will soon forget all these missions and tasks that I was consumed on. But we will never forget you. Here at the Futures and Concepts Center, I watch colonels who will never be promoted to brigadier general, and they know it and I know it. But they serve with passion every single day, not adequately compensated for their brilliance, but because they're called to do it. In my career, I've watched staff sergeants and sergeants first class who commit their entire career to serving the Army, not compensated well enough for it, but they do it because they're called to do it. So ladies and gentlemen, I think I speak for Cindy and I that this has been a journey and an honor of a lifetime, because we got to be your friends. We got to walk alongside you. You made us better, and we are humbled for what you have made us, because you've made us better than we otherwise would have. And we are honored to be part of this great United States Army.
Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for your dedication and service, General Wesley. We'll have more when we come back.
This episode of Hometown Heroes is brought to you by Buick GMC. Step up like a pro.
The way we spend our days has changed, but one thing has not. We still need to help each other. So reach out to your friends, your family, your neighbors, and do what you can to make life just a little bit better for someone else. And until next time, we leave you with the sailors hard at work on board the USS Ford.